I think it goes without saying that having great content that actually resonates with your audience and that's interesting, brings value to the table is extremely important if you really want to generate revenue with your email marketing. That being said, many brands struggle to come up with interesting ideas to fill out their marketing calendar. And so in today's video, I'm going to cover the process we go through at the agency with our clients to create an effective and interesting email calendar for our clients. So with that being said, let me dive right into it. So the first things first, I like to get started with some general tips right here when it comes to content ideation and coming up with a great and just crafting a powerful email calendar, right? First things first, use common sense. So if you understand your audience, so their goals, motivations, deep desires, it shouldn't be that hard to come up with interesting ideas for your emails, right? Second thing is, it is really important also to have a healthy balance between promotional and non-super promotional content. What do I mean by that? If most of your emails are very sales focused, so like, I don't know, flash sales, or just only talking about your products in the same way over and over and over again, then of course your unsubscribe rates will go through the roof and then people will not enjoy your emails anymore. And so it is really important to, again, bring value to the table first and then just ask for the sale from time to time. But it shouldn't be the focus of your calendar, of your content calendar. Okay? Third is keep it simple. Again, most people don't even read. So make sure your emails are simple and the ideas you come up with are also simple to create and not very advanced, etc., etc. That way people get to understand the email very easily and very fast as well. Because again, if you dive into a lot of details in your emails and the idea you come up with is very advanced and very complicated to understand, then these people will actually like basically close your email. So keep it simple, keep the idea simple, and then you'll see better results. Finally, and this is something this kind of quote I really like, is volume negates slug. And so that means that the more emails you send, the more chances you've got of actually like generating revenue, of course, but also like coming up with ideas that actually work. And that's why like frequency is so important. I see many brands sending, I don't know, like a couple of campaigns a month. Just please understand that your target audience gets flooded with emails every single day from different brands all the time, as well as ads and stuff like that. So emails are another form of impressions, just like ad impressions, like Facebook ad impressions. Emails are pretty much the same thing where you want to stay top of mind. And so having a great frequency of around 2 to 5 emails a week is key, right? If your brand is doing less than 100K per month right now, then 2 emails a week is great. If you're doing over 100, 150K per month, 3. If you're doing over 250, potentially 3, between 3 and 4. And if you're doing over 500K per month, I would say like you can start experimenting with like 3 to 5 emails a week, right? But 2 a week should be the bare minimum, okay? So that being said, let me dive into the actual steps to come up with great ideas. First things first is you need to look at popular holidays and celebrations. So that means like, I don't know, Labor Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, Black Friday, stuff like that. That should be your first step to basically fill out your calendar. So you can go into like the internet and just check out some marketing calendar 2024. Type that into Google, and then you'll see like plenty of websites actually describing the different upcoming holidays. For example, we're in September right now. So if I click in September here, it's gonna take me to the different like holidays. For example, in the US, we've got Labor Day, we've got start of Hispanic Heritage Month, Oktoberfest in Germany, International Day of Peace, National Daughters Day, National Sons Day. So these, depending on your brand, could be great opportunities to come up with ideas for your emails. Promote a specific product, promote your brand in a very interesting way, right? So you can just take advantage of these holidays right here, okay? For example, this is an example. And these are very popular ones, right? Because the second step is to look at very niche celebrations that only people in your space will know about, right? For example, in this case, we've got like Earth Day. I wouldn't say, Earth Day is kind of popular as well, but it is niche at the same time, right? And this, for example, in this case, it's a great opportunity to basically come up with an email, in this case, for this pet supplements brand, right? Same with Pet Day, of course, with a pet supplements brand. It's a great way to have an offer or just basically promote their products in a very cool way. Here we've got a bikini brand. It's National Bikini Day, makes sense. And then here a skincare brand. Skin Cancer Awareness Month, so another very good opportunity to basically, again, fill out your calendar with ideas that actually make sense for your brand. Of course, every brand is different, so check out the different celebrations you can take advantage of that actually make sense for your brand. Don't overdo it. Of course, if you're selling, I don't know, like apparel, and then you take advantage of the Skin Cancer Awareness Month for having an offer, then it looks kind of off, and that's something you don't want 100%. So that's the second step. Look at niche celebrations. So just to recap so far, we've got step 1, popular holiday celebrations. Step 2, niche celebrations. Step 3, we've got the good old social proof campaigns, so testimonials, reviews, etc. from different people who've used your product. So you can create an email going over the main testimonials. Ideally, with testimonials, you want to make sure like they cover the most common objections people might be preventing people from purchasing from you, right? So if you see that a specific objection keeps coming up all the time with customers, then you can just create an email around like testimonials that actually cover that objection, right? If you're selling skincare and people don't buy your skincare because they feel like it's not gonna cure their dryness in their skin, that you can just have a bunch of testimonials going over how your products actually cure that or help with that, right? That's what I mean exactly by being kind of strategic when it comes to testimonials you use in your emails. Of course, you just don't want to pick them randomly because some of them are just very plain and simple and generic. But some of them really dive into very specific pain points that your products actually solved, right? And those are the ones you should definitely use on your social proof campaigns. But with clients, we actually send a couple of these a month. They work extremely well, and they just always work, and it's a great way to fill out your calendar essentially, right? So that's the third step, is a social proof campaign. Fourth step is collection features and how to use type emails, as well as emails going over the unique selling points of your products or collections or whatever it is, right? So pretty straightforward. This is kind of more on the sales focused side of things, which is fine as well. So it could be a collection feature like this example, or like this one right here, how to use your product, for example, because even though some people have not purchased your product already, they might be interested in knowing how to use it, right? Especially if it is a very advanced product that requires a lot of education. It could be interesting to create an email around how to use it exactly, right? And then also the unique selling points, just going over the unique selling points of your product, and very like infographics work really well, like icons or a number list, something like that works really well for the unique selling points. Again, with emails, keep it simple. Just don't use a block of text like a novel. Make sure you break down your emails into different sections, and make sure you use illustrations as much as you can, because again, people don't read. They just skim through your emails, and that's pretty much it. So make sure it is very concise and compelling. So step number 4 for you, just fill out your calendar, collection features or product features, how to use your products, and just going over the unique selling points of them as well. Step number 5 is, of course, educational content. So it could be like featuring blog content. So like two main ways, either sending people to the blog itself, the blog article, or basically having a condensed version of the blog article in your email, right? You could also have like a influencer collaboration as well. So if for example, influencer you work with created a video, a very educational video, just promoting your product, then you can create an email based on that as well, just like the blog, but in this case based on a Instagram post or whatever it is. So very straightforward, educational. The most, of course, when it comes to educational content, the main thing is after you provide the value, the educational, that you actually tie back the idea in a very subtle way and natural way, smooth way with your product. Of course, you don't want to give like educational just for the sake of educating people, which is good, but the main goal here is to sell as well. So you should tie back to your products in some way, in a very subtle and smooth way, okay? Now, step number 6 is flash sales. I'm not gonna spend too much time here, very straightforward. So a flash sale, whatever you want. So this actually ties back to the previous 2 points, which is holidays and celebrations and niche celebrations, where you can definitely utilize this to create flash sales, but it really depends on your brand. Again, the main thing here is just don't use flash sales every time you send an email, because you'll be accustoming your audience to only purchase from you when you're running a sale, which is something, of course, you don't want whatsoever. So that's pretty much it for the main steps to follow to create content that actually is interesting and that you're able to fill out your calendar easily. Because I understand for many brands, like coming up with ideas is very hard, like from a creativity perspective, and also what to talk about, right? So these are the 6 steps we actually follow at the agency, and you should be good to go with this right here. Now, another bonuses here you can definitely utilize is, of course, AI, ChatGPT, or that's something we've been using quite a lot lately is Claude. Claude is very good as well. So essentially for content ideation, you can ask ChatGPT or Claude to come up with very interesting ideas. Again, make them mostly educational, but it's a very good idea, right? Now, another thing which works really well is text-based emails, especially coming from the founder. So it could be a flash sale or not, could be educational, whatever you want. But what I'm talking about here is the format primarily. So very text-based. It's like some of your friends would be sending these from their inbox essentially. It's very straightforward, very simple, concise, and very easy to create as well. Again, if they come from the founder, even better. For example, here from Magic Spoon, Greg, the co-CEO, or here from Crafted, Josh. I mean, this is not the founder, but this is someone from the team. So it humanizes the email itself, and it is, the deliverability for these emails is great, and they work extremely well. You'd be surprised. So that's another thing you can definitely utilize. Finally, we've got Mailed and really good emails. These are 2 platforms we use all the time, especially to do some competitor research. So for example, here you could just search a specific brand in your industry, right? Or you could use really good emails as well, which is another platform which is not loading right now, but this works extremely well, which is for email inspiration, and they work really well, just for inspiration, right? Now, also something we do is, let me show you real quick here, is for example, myself, I've got a swipe file in my Google inbox where I just follow a bunch of brands for email inspo, right? So I've got a swipe file in my Gmail account where I just follow a bunch of brands so I can take a look at the emails whenever I just lack creativity when it comes to content ideation, right? And do the same thing, follow your most favorite brands as well as your competitors here, and that way you can just take a look at what they're doing, what is pretty much working for them, and just get some inspiration from their content. Even though they're not in the same niche as you, potentially, it could be interesting to know exactly what they're doing. And again, it is a great way to just come up with very cool ideas. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you're running an e-commerce brand doing over 100K per month right now, and you want a team to handle pretty much everything related to email marketing, like content ideation, automations, campaign creation, design, professional graphic design, copywriting, and then distribution, as well as reporting, and just making sure you kill it with email marketing, then feel free to reach out to me. A link to my scheduler, it's going to be in the description box below, so feel free to book a time that works for you for a free audit, no strings attached whatsoever. So that way we can see if we can help you. If we can help you, then I'll be more than happy to make you an offer and see if it makes financial sense for you. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.